So at the moment, I can see Adrian. We've still got, and as I said, Adrian, I can see and he can hear me, and you may well be able to hear him as well when he talks to me. So Adrian didn't have access to the to the Facebook Meta Business Suite, but I still do. So let me see, Adrian, if I can add you back onto it. So I don't know who's then got made. So that's the, as I said, Eileen, we're just going to need to make sure that we can actually still. So sitting under the Urban Acorn business,
That's
so
fine.
that's
Yeah.
positive. What's this all saying? Okay, portfolio summary, you're done. Okay. So let me add you. So Adrian, it looks like I can add you. So I'll just
Yeah.
invite you back on.
It might be easier just to let you know that we are only doing the Yarraville market now. We dispensed with the Docklands and the once a year with the Williamstown.
Yeah. So we understand that. Yeah. So effectively, yeah, you said that. Let me put it another way, Eileen. Essentially, if 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 we can get Adrian back on, essentially our maintenance one post a week, which is our minimum. Effectively, that doesn't normally include advertising. I don't know that you were doing advertising before. I think we were just doing the posting for you.
Yes.
So that is the best one for you. But essentially, after today, I'm going to send you an invoice, and it'll be a monthly invoice um, for the, uh, as I said, our lowest package, which is basically $129.50 a month, right?
Yeah.
So if we can do that, are you happy to go along with that?
Absolutely. Look,
Okay.
How can I say, the local council in Yarraville have sent us approval for the Cruikshank Reserve. We're going to move there in June.
Okay.
And because we actually would have had to move out of the gardens, the Beaton Reserve.
Yeah.
But we're not trading in, how can I say, we're not trading for the Easter market, which is the 19th.
Yeah.
Of May, or the 17th of May, is it? Or sorry, April, and 19th of April. And we're back in the gardens on the 17th of May. And then we go to Cruikshank Reserve on the first Saturday.
Yeah. So what's the best way for you to give Adrian that information, do you think?
I think if I can verbally give it to him.
Well, yeah, okay. Well, as you said,
No,
so that's okay. But does the website still exist?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So does the website provide any dates or details still?
I haven't updated them yet.
Yeah. So ultimately, so for instance, with what you're just saying, essentially, it almost so the next market will be
May 17th.
The 17th of May, yeah?
Yes.
At Cruikshank.
No, at Beaton Reserve.
How do you spell it? So Beacon.
Eaton.
That's the old one, right? So that's where it used to be. So when is it moving then to the other one?
It's moving at the next month, which is June.
Right.
And it'll be moving to the first Sunday, which is the 7th.
Okay, so at this stage, all our posts would be about the next market is the 17th of May.
That's right.
At Beaton Reserve. Yep. So anyway, we've got that. So and then as I said, you need to be able to email us at bare minimum, Eileen.
I will.
And as I said, so essentially we'll create something from today, as I said, to make sure we've got access. It looks like, as I said, looks like I've still got access. I'm just sending Adrian access to the Meta business, which is your is your Facebook and Instagram accounts for the profiles. They're all sitting. Your other market is there as well, but we won't be doing any posts with regards to that. What we would be doing is a weekly post just to remind people that when the next one is, and probably after it's been held, hopefully you'll have a few pictures or something or other you could send us to say it was a great meeting, it was a great market, thanks for coming along. And then so essentially it would just be 3 weeks of when the next one is and where it is, and then I think it would be good to get some photos each month, or at least a photo from you, whether you text it or however you want to give it to us, so that Adrian can then say, "Oh, that was a good meeting, a good market," and just let people know when the next one is. Right? Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
That would be the strategy. Is that all we're simply going to do is just uh, remind people that when the next one is, and then tell them how good the last one was. That's pretty much what we do each month. That sound like a good plan, Adrian?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So as I said, I'm just getting Adrian added onto this, so that looks like that's okay. Uh, so you should get an invite that comes through, and then get access back on that, Adrian.
Yeah, looks like it's come through now.
And I'll be able to add that into Publer. So we'll go back to using Publer, which is what enables us to share it to everything. And what we'll do, Eileen, is when it moves the reserve, we'll change Google. So your Google map will show a different site where they're gonna be in future. So this is Yarraville Markets. What was our old Yarraville Markets?
Yarraville Farmers Market.
I'm just trying to connect now with LinkedIn, see if we still have access to LinkedIn. Hang on. LinkedIn, Yarraville Farmers Market. Copy link. Is that still us, Adrian? So yeah, there you go. So let's.
Yeah, that's the one, I think.
Did you have access to this already? Do you know?
Yeah, I think that's the one I saw. I had access to.
Oh yeah, you've got access to that still. Did you try getting back on Twitter by any chance, or X?
No.
Okay, let's see if we can get back on X. And we'll be able to get on, like Google should be no problem.
Yeah, I think I still had Google.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try and sign into this one. Eileen, just while I've got you, is your best email still that Eileen email?
Eileen O.
Yeah.
2013 @gmail.com.
Yeah, I think that's the one that I sent today's thing to as well. Yep. So that's still okay. Yep, we can get back in. We can still get into X, so that's good.
Yeah, I've got it now. Facebook.
Yep. And then the only other one is so Google. Let's have a look at Google. Okay. Yarraville Market must have had its own.
The dilemma was that the council kept changing me from Beaton Reserve to the goods yard, which really buggered us up totally.
Right.
And that's why we're moving to Cruikshank, because we can stay there forever.
Right. Okay. All right. This looks like we've still got access to this, Adrian, as well. So
Yeah, I've still got it. Just double checking. Still got it.
Yeah.
Now,
Okay.
is it possible to let people know? I have told them, but people forget things. That we're not trading on the 19th.
That will be our the 19th of April, you mean?
Yes.
Yeah, no, that'd be the first post we'll do. So
We're not trading on the
basic
19th.
say we'll remind people. I'll make a little note in this. So no 19th of the 4th. All right. I think for now that's probably as I said, I'll go back in, Adrian, and just add these to Publer.
Yep.
So yeah, so that'll be you'll go back on there and you'll be able to schedule. Um, I I suspect the next yeah. So what we'll do, Eileen. So Adrian and I, it looks like we can get back into everything and we're able to post across everything. So we'll do that this week. Your first post, and the first one will be is just to let people know the next one is at
on the 17th.
Yeah, at the
Beacon Reserve.
Yeah, at Beacon Reserve. So let me just check see the website. So we still point everybody back to this website, Adrian. Yeah.
Yep.
So what you really should do, because otherwise it becomes problematic for you, Eileen, is that it's actually still on your website saying that the next event is actually Yarraville Village Craft Market on the 19th, the Saturday the 19th. You should remove that from that website, otherwise you will have people turning up. Okay. So you'll need to do that. Is that have a look? I wonder what's creating that calendar or how that's being. Or someone's creating that. Somehow that's been created for you. So maybe it's just a recurring. Maybe because it's been set up as a recurring thing. Because I imagine, yeah. So you're going to need to, if you can, remove that 19th of April, and then and also what's sitting on there is at the moment, like you said, you were probably paying somebody to do this. Is that banner that of the previous one, which was Saturday the 15th of February, and that still says, yeah. So clearly that's the last post that went up there, but yeah. That's going to be slightly confusing for people because, mainly on the fact is that once you need to let us know, as you said, it's going to change from the third Saturday to the first Saturday. I think you said, right? So
yeah.
So you'll get an email from us. You're going to get a few emails from me actually. But basically you need to reply to the Basecamp email, particularly for Adrian, just so we know what's going on, in the coming weeks. So, but as I said, I think we're okay for this week. But as I said, I would sort of hold off from Adrian posting it. As I'm going to send you two things from our billing perspective. I'm going to send you our direct debit form, and I'm going to send you an invoice. So that way we'll commence again once we've got that set up, Eileen, if that's okay. Okay. Yeah. So looks like we're good to go. I'll just get you to fix that up, and then, as I said, all you'll need to do is set up the direct debit authority, which is you can cancel that at any time. I should say is not that's not locking you in for life, but as I said, just for me, it saves me a lot of time if I'm not having to follow up people with payment and stuff like that. So I'll get you to set that up in the first place.
Would you please just send me Adrian's email address? I'm sure I have it.
Yeah, no, that'll be on it. So yeah, it's just the same as mine. So you'll have that. So as I said, you're going to get an email, and I'll provide you an email overview of what we're doing and what we've talked about today. So, and I've taken a video of that for you as well. So, but I understand technology is not your strong suit. But yeah, we should be able to take it from here. So, yeah.
My husband thinks I'm stupid.
Yeah. So that's all good. So I think we'll be okay.
Brilliant. Brilliant.
Okay.
Thank you very much for your patience.
Okay, Eileen. All right.
No worries.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
See you now. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Okay, let me just we can probably stop the recording here.